Good evening and welcome to WCBN's broadcast of Michigan women's basketball. I'm Emily Herrard, and here with me today is Morris Fabry. And the Michigan Wolverines are taking on the Wayne State Warriors in the Wolverines' first and only exhibition game. And it's going to be interesting to see how the Wolverines come out first and to see how they build on their growth from last season after making it to the semifinals of the WNIT.
Yeah, it was a pretty great run for the Wolverines. And, at the beginning of last season, it seemed like Michigan was already on the track to, if not national relevance, at least a greater stature than what they had previously achieved. They got to, 8 or 9 wins to start the season before stumbling heading into Big Ten play. And I guess not really living up to the expectations, but they've got a talented team on hand this year. Not too many losses. They lost Madison Rostovsky's senior leadership, but plenty of young talent in the front court, some experience in the back court with Sierra Thompson and Caitlin Flaherty. It'll be interesting to see what exactly Kim Barnes-Arico has put together in her time with the offseason, with this talent on hand.
And the Wolverines this season, they're working to improve their Big Ten play, especially against Michigan State and Ohio State, hoping that they could come out on top when they go to that Big Ten tournament and try to make the NCAA tournament, which has been something that has been a struggle for them. They've made the WNIT semifinals the past 2 years, but they have a bigger goal than just the WNIT.
Of course, at the end of the day, the goal is to become an NCAA tournament team, to join the upper echelon of women's college basketball teams. The facilities are on hand. Michigan fans are a loyal bunch, if not, turning out in droves to see the women's team. But in effect, when you have a winning program, there's kind of a reciprocal relationship between fans and the team. When you put out a better product, more fans come. When more fans come, more people want to play basketball. And it's all got to start somewhere. And I think Kim Barnes-Arico needs to start seeing that year-to-year improvement, seeing that national sort of stage in order for Michigan to build the program into what, say the softball program has become.
And the Wolverines thrived on offense last year, but one area of improvement they need to work on is the defensive end, especially transition defense, along with Coach preaches that they need to work on field goal percentage defense. So tonight's going to be a good night to start to establish some good habits, including defensive rebounding is also a struggle for them. And the Wolverines have a height advantage tonight, as Jillian Dunston is announced as a starter, and she was actually the leader in rebounding. And Hallie Thomes at 6'5" wasn't, so she's going to have to continue working on those rebounding skills.
Yeah, you mentioned in our pregame discussion that Thome has worked on becoming a lot stronger physically over the offseason. But you also mentioned, it's one thing to be stronger, it's another thing to play stronger. And we're going to see if Thome can really throw her body around against what should be a pretty overmatched Wayne State team. Looking at their roster in front of me, they have one player on their team at 5'5", listed as a center. I'm not sure whether that's a typo or a correct assignment of positioning, but if Hallie Thome is out there against a 5'5" center, she's going to eat her up.
Yeah, she'll have fun out there if that's the case. But out for the Wolverines starting, we have Sierra Thompson, Caitlin Flaherty, the leading scorer, Danielle Williams, Jillian Dunston, and Hallie Thome. Now for Wayne State, we have number 3, Nastasha Chambers, number 4, Janae Williams, number 10, Sarah Roostorfer.
We're going to call her Roostorfer today.
Roostorfer.
They didn't give us a pronunciation guide, so we're just doing our best with what we have.
And out there for the jump ball, we have Asia Meeks versus Hallie Thome. And also out for the Warriors, Christina Green, number 32. Then the jump ball's up. It's tipped to Jilly Dunston. She's going to hand it off to Caitlin Flaherty on top of the three-point line. Then to Sierra Thompson. She drives, dumps it down low to Thome. She goes up strong for her first basket. And 2 points on the board for Michigan. Wayne State quickly the other way. Sierra Thompson almost gets the steal. Instead, number 3, Chambers, gives it back up top to Rustifer. She's going to dribble right, hand it off to Williams. Williams meets Dunstan. Then to Meeks. Meeks trying to find her teammate Rustifer, but the pass goes backcourt. It's a backcourt violation. Good defense by Danielle Williams.
Michigan really eager to jump the passing lanes, heading out. And, one way to kind of avoid giving up points despite a high opponent field goal percentage, force a turnover.
Wolverines now on offense. Flaherty puts up the 3 from the left wing. That's good. Flaherty on the board for 3. It's 5-0 Wolverines.
Quick trigger. Flaherty never one to shy away from an open shot.
Bruce Torfer up top. She passes it to Meeks on the left wing. She's going to dribble up top, guarded by Thome. Picks up her dribble. She's looking for her teammate, and she gets it to Green, who's going to get the lefty layup. Wolverines quickly outlet it, though. Danielle Williams wide open for the left-handed layup. That one's good. 7-2 Wolverines. Rustifer. She hands it off, but it's going to be dribbled out of bounds by Williams. She just wasn't able to get pulled out.
Yeah, it was a pretty ugly turnover. This is probably the first competition for Wayne State on the year, just like Michigan. It's the place to iron out mistakes like that.
Sierra Thompson gives it to Hallie Thome on the right wing. Now up top to Dunstan. She gives it to Flaherty, left wing. Back up top to Sierra Thompson. Now right wing Danielle Williams lobs a pass to Thome, but it hits the rim, and it's Wayne State the other way. Rustifer, she gives it wing to Chambers. Chambers picks up her dribble. Then to Meeks. Back to Hill. She's going to dribble, go up for the right-handed layup. It's short. Wayne State gets the rebound. That will be Janae Williams with her own rebound and puts it back up. She is fouled, misses the shot.
Awkward take there from Williams initially, but Michigan, in starting Jillian Dunstan at the power forward spot, really does surrender some size down low. Asia Meeks and Christina Green, 6'3" and 6 feet respectively. Not exactly a punishing duo down low, but Jillian Dunstan not exactly the best at holding her own down low.
And Janae Williams splits the pair, and it's 7-3. Jillian Dunstan pushing the ball up the court. She's going to slow it down on the top of the key. She picks up her dribble and gives it to Danielle Williams on the right wing. Up top, Flaherty. She lobs it down to Thome, but the pass was unable to connect, and it goes out of bounds to the Warriors.
Michigan trying to establish an offensive game down low with Hallie Thome, but that was a tough entry pass from Flaherty. Almost made it in traffic, but it would have taken some exceptional hands from Thome to reel that one in.
Up top, it's Asia Meeks. It's stolen by Flaherty on the pass. She's going to go all the way for the righty layup. That's good. 9-3 with 7:30 remaining in the first. Now it's Thompson playing some close defense, but Rustifer gets it past half court, and now it's to Janae Williams. Now to Asia Meeks up top. 12 seconds on the shot clock. She picks up her dribble. Gives it to Chambers. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Chambers puts up a quick shot. No good. Rebound to Sierra Thompson, who is then fouled by Janae Williams.
Yeah, I think the band over to our right goaded Wayne State into an early shot. As I think it was Williams forcing up a shot with about 5 seconds on the shot clock as the band counted down to 0. It's the type of gambit that will only work in exhibition games like this, where players have not yet picked up that awareness of the shot clock.
And now Maria Backman will check in for Hallie Thome, the junior looking to get some more playing time this season. Now it's Sierra Thompson. She drives right. She's going to go all the way up strong, but no good. Maria Backman there with the rebound. She goes up. She is fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Strong play from Backman working into traffic against Peyton Birchmeyer, who tried to hold her off, along with Natasha Chambers. That's a rebound that should not go to the offense, but Backman forced her way in there and drew the foul.
Also in for Wayne State is India Hawkins. And ready to check in is freshman Kaiser Gondrzak. It's going to be her first playing time as a Wolverine. Missed basketball for Michigan.
Scored 72 points once in a high school game. She'll be hard-pressed to equal that total today.
Maria Backman hits them both. It's 11-3. 6:44 remaining in the first quarter. Now it's Hawkins dribbling the ball up. She drives all the way right, puts up the floater. No good, wide left. The ball's going to roll out of bounds and stay with Wayne State.
It was good vision by Christina Green as Hawkins drove to the basket to get inside position on Backman. She saw the shot was coming before Backman did, and as a result, able to force the offensive rebound.
It's going to be quickly into Chambers. She puts up a layup. No good. Good rebound by Dunstan, who gives it to Thompson. Thompson finds Kaiser in the corner, and she got a little too excited, and she's called for a travel.
Yeah, you see Gondrzak not exactly ready for the big stage yet. Got blown by Hawkins. Her first defensive possession. Walking on her first offensive touch. You know she'll get there.
Just some freshman nerves right now. Now Wayne State on offense. It's Chambers. She hands it off to Berkmeyer, and then it's going to be 2 points for Wayne State and almost a turnover by the Wolverines, but they get it past half court up to Caitlin Flaherty. Set back three, no good. Rebound the other way to Chambers. She's going to push it right. She kicks it out in the corner to Williams for a three, no good. And now it's the other way to the Wolverines.
Sloppy defense in transition by the Wolverines. Sierra Thompson and I believe it was Backman both running back to play defense in their own backcourt, but both with their backs to the play. Couldn't see Williams cut open to the right wing for three. She was wide open. The Wolverines lucky dodged a bullet.
Now Hallie Thome is back in the game, and it's Sierra Thompson still at point. She drives left to the left wing. Screen for Flaherty up top. She puts up a three. That one falls. Flaherty already has 8, and it's 14-5 Wolverines. The other way, it's Hawkins up top, guarded closely by Thompson. She drives left. She's going to go all the way. She puts up the layup, and the ball gets lodged between the backboard and the rim.
That's going to be a jump ball in favor of the Wayne State Warriors. Michigan has been pretty aggressive helping off of screens this game. It's been a pretty switch-heavy defensive approach thus far.
Inbounding the ball is Janae Williams for Wayne State. She gets it in quickly to Alex Mattis. Ball goes tipped out of bounds, but it stays with the Warriors. Janae Williams triggering once again. Up top to Hawkins. Now to Berkmeyer. She's looking down low, but she gives it back up top. Now on the wing, it's Williams. She falls down, almost stolen by Thome. Now it's back up top to Hawkins. Down low, no good with the rebound from Green, and it's the other way quickly in transition to Flaherty, who tries to get up the right-handed layup, but she is fouled, so she'll go to the line for 2.
That was a great pass from Sierra Thompson. Over half court in length, hit Flaherty over the shoulder in stride, almost like a quarterback there, throwing a long bomb into double coverage. Good catch and take by Flaherty, even though she couldn't get the ball up. It looked to me like Hawkins contested that well, got her hands in low on the ball, but the ref saw a foul.
So the Wolverines are up 14-5 with 4:54 remaining in the first quarter, and they're shooting 71% to Wayne State's 20%. And the Wolverines have just been moving quickly in transition offense because of some good defense, but also just sloppy play by Wayne State.
Yeah, Michigan definitely has faith in their players to rebound the ball well and look up the court every time after a change in possession. But you don't have any faith in your players to get the ball back. It's just going to lead to a lot of second chance opportunities, golden opportunities. I wouldn't say that Michigan's defensive philosophy has been pretty consistent so far throughout the game. They've been switch heavy. They've been pressuring off the ball and on the ball, which is aggressive. And it can be defeated with quick passing with skilled players, but at the moment, it really seems like Wayne State is at a skill deficit when comparing these two teams. They're missing their open shots, and they're missing pretty badly.
And the Wolverines are working on communicating more on defense. So going to the switching on the screens, I think is a good start for the Wolverines in this, easier competition for them. It's a good place to start with communication on the defensive end.
Exactly. The main problem with switching that you'll get into against teams that can move the ball and can exploit flaws in the defense is that you will encounter matchup problems. You'll have a guard who's maybe quicker than anybody on Wayne State who gets matched up with Hallie Thome on the perimeter, or a post player who gets matched up down low with Sierra Thompson. Better teams will be able to exploit this, but once Michigan has this kind of switching system in place and players know that they can rely on their teammates, then you can deviate from that in order to confuse opponents down the road.
Now Flaherty will step to the line to take two, and Boogie Brzezowski is now in the game for Sierra Thompson at point guard. Flaherty surprisingly misses her first. And the second one does fall down, so it is 15 to 5. Up top, Hawkins, guarded by Boogie. She's going to drive right. She kicks it back out to Williams, who goes up, puts up the floater. No good, but she is fouled.
That's going to be Gondrzak on the foul. She's looked a little out of place on defense so far that time. Not quite sliding laterally with Janae Williams, and when it came time to contest, kind of bringing her hands down toward the ball and onto Williams as opposed to going straight up and contesting vertically.
And Kaiser Gondrzak is an offensive player first, so since she's arrived at Michigan, she's been working on her defense, so that will be something that comes as the season goes along. But Williams makes both, and you get 15-7. Wolverines try to quickly get it to Flaherty. It's tapped out of bounds, so it will remain with the Wolverines.
There's a fine line to be drawn between an aggressive fast break and a reckless one.
Up top, Boogie. She gives it to Maria Backman. Cross-court pass to Kaiser. She puts up a three. That one's in and out. Rebound by Backman, and she puts that in. 17-7. Janae Williams pushing it the other way for the Warriors. She hands it off to Burkmeyer. Cross-court pass to Hawkins. She dribbles left, step back three. That one's no good. Rebound by Backman. She outlets it to Boogie. Brzezowski going the other way. She tries to get it down to Thome, but Thome wasn't ready for the pass, so the other way, it's Hawkins. She's going to drive right. She kicks it out to Janae Williams, who misses the wide open three, and rebounded by Burkmeyer. Now up top, Hawkins. They're going to settle it down a little bit. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Hawkins working up top. She dribbles left, picks up her dribble, gives it to Janae Williams. 3 seconds on the shot clock. She puts up a wild three. That one's no good. And the Wolverines will get the ball as it bounces off the rim out of bounds.
Wayne State continues to miss their looks badly, whether they be open looks or contested in that case at the end of the shot clock. They haven't scored in the last 2.5 minutes, and there appears to be no easy end in sight.
Now Sierra Thompson back in at point guard. Just brings the ball up. Versus Alex Mattis. Now Flaherty, left wing. She gets a screen from Thome. Now up top, and it's going to be a foul on Wayne State. That's going to be number 22, Peyton Birchmeyer. Now Jillian Dunstan back in the game.
And that is going to be the 5th foul of the first quarter. And as such, Caitlin Flaherty, who was going to take a rest for Nicole Munger, will be headed to the line for a couple of free throws.
She makes the first. Wolverines lead the Warriors 18-7 with 3:21 remaining in the first quarter. And now Flaherty's second shot is up and in. So Munger will check in for Flaherty. Hawkins brings the ball up. She meets Williams. Now corner back up top to Birchmeyer. Birchmeyer hands it off to Green. Green back to Birchmeyer. Now up top, Chambers. Chambers guarded by Munger. She's going to drive left. She beats Munger to the basket. She gets the layup. Sierra Thompson up court to Gondrzak. She launches a three from the right wing. No good. Rebound goes to Wayne State's Christina Green. Now the other way, Hawkins trying to get past Munger again. She hands the ball off to Chambers, guarded by Thompson. Now in the corner, Mattis. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hawkins once again guarded by Munger. She's going to drive left, puts up the crazy layup, no good, but rebound by Mattis. Puts up another shot, no good, and it's the other way for the Wolverines after a loose ball foul. So it's going to be 2 more shots, and Munger will go to the line.
The foul called on Christina Green. And I didn't see any contact on Munger. I thought if there was any foul, it was going to be committed on Jillian Dunstan, who was doing the physical work down low on the rebound.
Munger makes her first. It's now 20-9.
The Michigan band continuing to deploy their fake shot clock with effectiveness. You got to wonder when Wayne State's going to adapt and catch on to these tricks.
The second shot is up and good. 21-9, 2:17 remaining in the first quarter. Brzezowski putting a little pressure on Wayne State's Deasia Hill as she crosses half court. Up top, Hill looking for a screen. She's going to dribble left. Gives it to Asia Meeks, who puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound to Dunstan. The other way, Boogie Brzezowski. She gives it to Munger, who lobs it down low to Thome, but it's broken up by Birchmeyer. Good defense preventing Hallie Thome from establishing her presence on the block.
If there's one thing the Warriors have done well on defense today, it's prevent the entry passes down to Hallie Thome. It's often very congested under the hoop and a difficult play for any of Michigan's guards who are trying to get it down to their big.
Inbounds to Munger. She puts up a quick three, and she makes that from the left wing off the inbounds pass. It's 24-9. And Munger almost steals the pass going the other way for Wayne State.
Munger feeling it, got free off of some beautiful out-of-bounds action, cut from the baseline all the way out to the left wing for three off a off-ball screen from Hallie Thome. Got a wide-open look and knocked it down.
Now in the corner, it's Chambers, guarded by Thompson. Up top to Birchmeyer. Now a three. That one's finally good for Wayne State by Asia Meeks. Kicks it out to Boogie for a three. No good. Rebound, Nicole Munger. She kind of loses the ball out of her hands the other way, Wayne State. And the previous shot was a two, so it's now 24-11. Now Restorfer going the other way. She dribbles left. Now up top. A three for Birchmeyer. No good. Quick transition to Boogie for the lefty layup. That's good. 26-11. Under a minute to go in the first.
Boogie burning rubber out there on the court. Great burst to get through the entire Wayne State defense in transition.
Now Rustifer hands it off to Birchmeyer. Now in the corner to Meeks. Meeks puts up an air ball jumper from the side. Thompson going the other way. Up to Thome. Thome catches it, but under the basket, so her layup hits the rim. Now the other way, it goes to Chambers. Chambers now gives it back up to Rustifer. Now up top to Birchmeyer. And now left wing, Deasia Hill. Back up top, Birchmeyer. 10 seconds on the shot, or for that quarter left. Now it's corner three, no good. Rebound Wayne State. Layup off the top of the backboard, rebound by Thome, and the first quarter is over as the Wolverines are leading 26-11. Some sloppy play at the end of the first quarter for Wayne State. You got to think they just need to work on some composure right now in this huddle.
They need to work on looking at the shot clock. I would think that Wayne State also, I've never been to a Wayne State women's basketball game, but I imagine they have a shot clock in the same location as Michigan's, but they consistently fail to check this shot clock and get deceived by the band time after time.
They need to know the band is not on their side.
Yeah, they are clad in maize. It's not that easy, or it's not that difficult to glean that fact. 26-11. You said before the game you thought this one might get ugly, and it's looking like that's going to happen.
It'll be a good experience for the Michigan Wolverines to allow some of their freshmen to get out on the court. They do have 4 freshmen. Kaiser Gondrzak had some playing time. She looked a little nervous as expected for a freshman's first play as a Wolverine. But also we have Kayla Robbins, Kenray Johnson, and Kiesha Peace, who all are probably excited to get some minutes as Wolverines. So as this game continues, Kim Barnes-Arico will probably put them in.
Yeah, especially in an exhibition environment like this. Another play I'd like to see get going is Hallie Thome, a sophomore. Looked very good on the first possession of the game. She went up strong through some traffic, finished for the first points of the game for the Wolverines. And she's been largely quiet since then, hasn't done a lot of work on the glass, and to me has looked rushed out there. For example, that last possession in transition reminded me a lot of the drill Michigan was doing before the game, where they'd have a player toss it down low to a player from the baseline. The drill was to jump, collect the ball, and finish. Now, some players were trying to jump, catch, and finish all in the same time before they hit the ground, while others took a more collected approach. In my opinion, for Thome, the better approach most of the time will be to collect the ball, collect herself, and then go up strong, because she's going to have the height to finish through most players or over most players. She's been working on her physical strength, so she should be able to go through traffic and at least draw a foul. And she's pretty good at the free throw line. But I think she's been a little rushed out there when she has had the ball down low.
And got to give credit to Wayne State on the defensive end for preventing the Wolverines from getting the ball down low to Thome a couple times. They broke up that entry pass. Now the second quarter starting. The Wolverines have the ball first. Sierra Thompson. She gets Danielle Williams up top. Back to Thompson, left wing. She gets a screen from Thome. Thompson picks up her dribble, gives it to Dunston for the elbow shot. No good. Rebound, Wayne State. Now the other way, the Storfer. Now up top to Berkmeyer. Back up top to Rustifer. She's going to dribble left. She's looking for Williams. Williams gets it. She drives left against Flaherty. Goes strong to the basket, but misses the layup. It's going to be rebounded by Thompson. She quickly gets it up to Danielle Williams. She goes up strong. Count it, and the foul. Danielle Williams with the and one play.
That would be respectively Sierra Thompson's 5th rebound of the game and her 6th assist of the game. Thompson well on her way to an exhibition triple-double. To be fair, Flaherty did get bullied on her way to the rim on the other end. Looked to be looking off ball when her player had the ball.
Danielle Williams misses the foul shot, but Dunston was there with the offensive rebound. She puts up a shot, and that's no good. Quickly the other way is Williams. She's guarded by Sierra Thompson now. Now up top to Rustifer. To Birchmeyer, now back to the right wing to Williams, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Sierra Thompson. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Now in for Wayne State. It's going to be up top to Birkmeyer. Almost tapped away by Flaherty. Number 20, Hawkins. It's going to be called for the travel.
And a bit of panic there from Wayne State. The shot clock actually was winding down, and no good looks were materializing.
Thompson up top. Now to Williams on the right wing. Back up top to Dunston. Flaherty on the left wing. Back up top to Thompson. There's going to be a foul off the ball. Looks like on number 20, India Hawkins.
Yeah, I thought she was tracking Danielle Williams around a series of screens there. Michigan not setting screens with much conviction at the moment, mostly just putting their bodies in the way, working on the plays that they've been practicing all offseason.
And now Thompson lobs it into Thome, who catches it and goes for the left-handed layup, but misses. The other way, it's Wayne State. Back cut by Hawkins. She then dumps it to Christina Green, and it's going to be a jump ball. Now it's Warriors possession. Roosterfers triggering from the baseline. She finds Hawkins on the left wing, who puts up a quick three. That one barely grazes the rim and is rebounded by Dunston. Quickly to Williams, who hands it up top to Flaherty. Flaherty to Dunston now in the corner to Sierra Thompson. She puts up a three. That bounces in and out, rebounded by Christina Green.
Thompson wide open for a while, and Hawkins didn't close out hard enough.
Then the other way, Janae Williams going quickly to the basket, lost some body control. She falls to the ground, and it's going to be a foul on Danielle Williams.
I think that's only Michigan's third foul on the game. They've done a good job of getting their hands active on defense without reaching into the cookie jar.
Hawkins almost loses the ball to Thompson, but she's able to regain control. Cross-court pass to Janae Williams, who is fouled again by Danielle Williams. Lost control and fell to the ground.
Yeah, poor form by Williams. Got caught ball watching there. Lost her man on defense. Wasn't ready for the skip pass and then closed out way too hard without being able to plant and cut back if she was getting blown by.
Maria Backman checks back in for Jillian Dunston for the Wolverines. Now Janae Williams inbounding the ball. She finds her teammate Berkmeyer up top. Sloppy pass, but they regain control. Berkmeyer back up top. Now to Roostorfer. She's dribbling up top. Back to Berkmeyer, guarded by Maria Backman. Outside the arc. Now Janae Williams. She drives right against Kaiser. No good for the layup. And Maria Backman tries to chase down the rebound, but it's going to stay with Wayne State. But good hustle by Maria Backman.
2 minutes and 47 seconds into the second quarter. Wayne State still yet to tally. Michigan only 2 points on the board in this second quarter.
The band trying to trick Wayne State again, but I think this time they know they have plenty of time on the shot clock. Hand off to Janae Williams. Up top, Berkmeyer. Gets it back to Christopher, who puts up a floater in the lane off the backboard. That's good. 28-13.
I got to blame that bucket on the band. They started the fake shot clock way early. It's got to be convincing. You got to do it with like 12 seconds left. You can't do it with 28.
Now Wayne State knows what's happening. But Michigan misses. Now it's the other way, Wayne State. Up top, Berkmeyer tries to feed her teammate down low. It's going to be tipped out of bounds to the Wolverines.
Savvy play there from Maria Backman. Green had good position on her, but as the pass was coming in, gave just a little subtle bump with the hip. And Green was thrown off balance, couldn't catch the pass, and as a result, Michigan forces another turnover.
Now Thompson feeds it down low to Hallie Thome. She catches, collects, and puts it up for two. 30-13 with 6:10 remaining in the half. The other way, Wayne State. Back cut by Janae Williams, and she's going to be called for the charge. Good positioning down low, I believe. Once again, that was Maria Backman with the good defensive positioning.
Yeah, she's been a workhorse on defense. Ref only took about 5 seconds to make the call, but it's exhibition for them too.
Up top now for the Wolverines. Flaherty, she drives right, steps back for the corner three. No good, but Maria Backman is there for the rebound. Kick out to Sierra Thompson. She hits the three from the left wing. Great play by Maria Backman to get the offensive board and find her teammate Thompson. It's 33-13. Wayne State looking down low to Green. She's going to get a little jump hook and 2 points. 33-15. Thompson, top to Backman. Now Kaiser for another long three. She's not able to connect once again, and it's going to go the other way to Wayne State. To number 3, Chambers. She drives right, finds her teammate Green, but she's stripped by Kaiser Gondrzek, and then Green fouls Gondrzek. So
I like that kid. I like Gondrzek. You know, she's been playing, you know, pretty awful so far today, at least, you know, by the standards I'm sure she would set for herself. But she just stays shooting. If you're a shooter, you can't lose confidence in your shot. She's hoisted up 3 threes. All of them have clanged off the rim, but
they'll start to fall for her.
Oh, absolutely. That is the approach you need to have as a scorer in basketball, period.
Another freshman for the Wolverines, Kayla Robbins, is now checked in as Boogie's the point guard. Back cut by Kaiser. She misses, but Kayla Robbins almost gets her first offensive rebound as a Wolverine, but bobbles it out of bounds. It's a immediate timeout. It's 33-15. Wolverines on top with 4:46 left in the half.
Gotta love the energy, too. You know, Wayne State's got to respect the Gondrzek will hoist from 3. Worked that into a back cut there. Dunstan with good vision to find her cutting to the rim. Couldn't finish. You know, Robbins almost got the rebound, but it's still a nice sign to see this offense getting the motion that it has gotten.
Yeah, and it's like we were saying, they're freshmen. They got to work through the nerves, and it's good that Gondrzek just keeps launching them. They've been good looks, even though they were from far. That's her range, so she'll start hitting them.
Yeah, well, I don't know yet if they were good looks because, you know, I haven't seen her make any yet, and some of them have been contested and not created through great offensive motion. But, you know, I don't have any doubts when Flaherty hoists up contested threes either. And so once Gondrzek kind of engenders that goodwill through a bunch of made shots, it'll be less of a question as to whether it was a good choice.
But one player to talk about is Maria Backman. She has 4 points and 4 rebounds in her 6 minutes on the court, and she's been everywhere. And other things that aren't on the stat sheet, just her defense, taking a charge, chasing down rebounds that she didn't quite get to, but just showing the hustle out there. And that's something Kim Barnes-Arico is going to remember when the Wolverines go into their first game, regular season game versus Oakland, November 11th.
Yeah, you mentioned her as a player to watch to me again in our pregame discussion that maybe we should have recorded. It would have been too many butcherings of Wayne State's names to have on air. But Backman is someone to watch, someone who's been around the team for a while, has never really gotten that much playing time, but she, in my opinion, has been the most impressive Wolverine out there on the court for reasons, again, as you said, that might not show up in the stat sheet. She's been an absolute wrecking crew on both ends of the floor, a one-person wrecking crew against this Warriors team.
And I think as the season goes, it will just show that Maria Backman is a vocal leader on the team, and that also shows in her play. Now back to the game. It's 33-15. Wayne State trying to break now a Wolverines full court press. They do get it across half court. Now it's up top to Roosterfer, guarded by Boogie Brzezinski. We meet some tough Wolverines defense. And now looks like we have a foul down low, holding on Boogie.
Yeah, Boogie got matched up against 6-foot Paige Villamure, and, you know, that's just a byproduct of a switch-heavy defense.
They look down low to Berkmeyer. She's unable to get the hook shot, and it's rebounded by Kayla Robbins. She gives it to Boogie. Boogie going down the left sideline, picks up her dribble, Good defense. Now Kayla Robbins or Kaiser Gondrzak finds Dunstan down low, back up top to Gondrzak. Now to Flaherty. Flaherty drives right. She's going to go all the way. No good, but Dunstan's there for the rebound. Back up top to Gondrzak. It didn't touch the rim, so 4 seconds on the shot clock. Dumps it down low to Kayla Robbins, and she's able to get her first two.
Look at the flashy moves from Kaiser, spinning through traffic. Almost feathered a no-look bounce pass in there to Robbins. And finishes don't get much easier than that.
Wolverines putting pressure on Wayne State on defense. Handoff to Janae Williams. She's up top, guarded by Boogie. 8 seconds on the shot clock. It's almost stolen by Kayla Robbins, and there's going to be a foul now on Wayne State's Janae Williams.
Yeah, kind of an awkward attempt to cross over both Gondrzak and Boogie Brzezowski, right? Kayla Robbins, and I think either Gondrzak or Boogie Brzezowski right in front of her, with crossovers that probably wouldn't have worked on any one of them. A pretty easy steal for the Wolverines. And now they're in the bonus. So I think it will be Robbins at the line, if I'm not mistaken.
It is Kayla Robbins at the line. Moment for the freshman to focus and try to hit both. It's 35-15, 3:24 remaining in the half. She misses her first.
Pretty badly. Banks it off the backboard and the rim. What do you make of her free throw shooting? Are there any freshmen who've really stood out, in your time watching the team? At the line, at least?
At the line, they all are decent at the line, but there's room for improvement there. They try to, work on their foul shots at the end of each practice.
I guess that makes sense. This is the time to work on it, as Robbins clanks the second one as well.
But now the Wolverines are implementing their full court press with Munger at the top. Wayne State is going to get it across half court, but they throw it out of bounds. Now the other way to Michigan. Boogie bringing the ball up for the Wolverines. She gives it to Munger, left wing. Munger up top to Danielle Williams. Now Kaiser on the right wing. She dribbles it up top to Boogie. Thought about the three. Didn't. Gives it to Munger. Munger finds Kaiser in the right corner. She's going to dribble, puts up the floater with the lefty. That's good. First bucket for her, 37-15.
I thought she made a mistake not finding an open Munger in the left corner for three, but Kaiser showing good touch with the weak hand.
Boogie almost forces the turnover, and it's going to be a jump ball. I think this time it will go to the Wolverines.
Yeah, Wayne State started this second quarter with the ball, and another sloppy piece of play by the Warriors, who have turned the ball over twice in their two attempts to break the Wolverines' press.
37-15, 2:30 remaining. Up top to Munger. Munger waiting for her teammates to cut. Kaiser gets open in the left corner. Going to dribble it up top to Danielle Williams. Back to Kaiser. Gets the screen from Williams. She's going to be fouled on her way through the lane on the floor, but they're in the bonus.
Little poke from behind, and I wouldn't say that's what you want if you're Wayne State putting Kaiser at the line. She's already, hit that little lefty floater. Now she's got a chance to get her shot form working, and if she starts connecting from deep, well, that's been pretty much the only thing not working for the Wolverines on offense, as she promptly misses the first free throw.
For such a prolific scorer in high school, Kaiser does struggle a little bit from the line. She just missed both.
She doesn't put a lot of spin on the ball with her free throws. Not that typical backspin that you would like to see on any jumper.
So it is now Wayne State going the other way, trying to get something going. They put up a three. That one's good. by Paige Vilmuir. So it's 37-18. Boogie to Dunstan on top of the key. Now back to Kaiser. Kaiser to Boogie. Boogie crossover. Almost loses it. Crossover again. She gives it to Williams, who drives and kicks it to Munger in the right corner. Munger for three. 40-18 Wolverines. They're back in their press.
Excellent awareness and off-ball movement by Munger. Arced to the right corner perfectly as the drive came across the lane.
A trap at half court, and it's going to be a timeout by Wayne State. It's good defensive pressure by the Wolverines.
I think the referees are discussing whether or not India Hawkins stepped on that half-court line. Not only was Munger aware enough to get to the open spot on offense, but also went right to her spot at the point of Michigan's full-court press after the made basket. So it looks like they will grant the timeout to the Warriors. Trail 40-18 with 1:17 to go in the second quarter.
Now Wayne State triggering from the sideline. They do get it in baseline, but good defense there by Jillian, and Gondrzek is going to go out of bounds to the Wolverines.
That was Liza Torgerson seeing her first action of the game, trying to cut baseline. Forgot to bring the ball with her.
The other way, Boogie. She dribbles right now up top to Gondrzek. Back to Boogie. She gets a screen from Thome. Now Munger puts up a three from the right wing. She gets that one to go. Munger's feeling it. It's 43-18. The Wolverines continue to press. Getting Wayne State a little flustered, but there's going to be a foul on Boogie. She knows she made the mistake there. But Nicole Munger now has 11 points. She's 3 for 3 from long range.
Now you described her as a kind of first in, last out as far as practice is concerned. And the work that she's put in seems to be paying off, at least right now.
Yeah, Munger's always the first one in the gym, shooting, getting up shots. She's a hard worker, and that shows also on the defensive end as she leads their press at the top of it.
Yeah, and that last three that she made, her first two pretty wide open, pass, catch, and shoot. The last one under some pressure, definitely more of a rhythm three as it was contested, but the effect was about as pure as they come as that ball swished through the twine. Michigan, after outscoring Wayne State 26-11 in the first quarter, slowed off the scoring pace. They're only outscoring them 17-7 here in the second. Still a dominant performance from the Maize and Blue.
48 seconds remaining in the half as Wayne State's Chambers will inbound from the sideline. And it's going to be stolen by Boogie. She's going the other way. She puts up the layup. That's good as she falls to the floor. No foul, but good finish. It's 45-18. Wolverines still in their press. Wayne State gets it, and there's a little miscommunication as Thome lets Vilmuir go all the way to the basket for the layup. 45-20. Wolverines up top with 20 seconds remaining in the half. Lob down low to Thome. Good catch, but she was too far under the basket. But Dunstan gets the miss, and now up top, Boogie to Dunstan. Munger on the wing. She gets a screen from Thome. 6 seconds left in the half. Kaiser thought about the three. She drives instead. Lobs it down low to Thome. Thome misses the layup, but she gets the foul.
1.8 seconds left here in the second quarter. Thome looking to extend this Michigan lead to 26 or 27 points. And good presence of mind by Kaiser. A lot of players driving to the hoop with less than 5 seconds left are thinking score, score, score. But she drew the defense's attention and lobbed it down low to Thome, who now probably has a better chance of putting some points on the board.
She makes the first, so it's 46-20 with 1.8 remaining in the half. Thome's second shot is up, but it bounces out. Wayne State rebounds it, chucks up a shot by Deasia Hill, no good, and the Wolverines go into halftime up 46-20.
Yeah, it was everything that Michigan fans could want and more in front of a pretty solid crowd, especially for just an exhibition game. Michigan's been clicking in all phases, and we'll look to continue to do so. Maybe we'll see a few new faces out there for both teams when we come back in the second half.
We'll leave you for halftime, and we'll be back for the second half of Michigan Wolverines versus Wayne State Warriors.
I'm ready whenever you are. We can talk a bit about like the things you've seen being an assistant so far. Hello and welcome back to the second half of Michigan's exhibition against the Wayne State Warriors. The Wolverines, about 3.5 minutes away from starting the second half, hold on to a 46-20 lead over the Warriors. Some of the highlights of the first half: Sierra Thompson, the senior guard, has 3 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 7 assists. Caitlin Flaherty and Nicole Munger both with 11 points on the day. Munger, 11 points on 3 shots, has yet to miss today. And Maria Backman also very impressive for the Michigan Wolverines on the boards, on defense. She's been all over the place. So what are some things you look for out of other Wolverines? Who do you look to step up here in the second half for the Maize and Blue?
Well, I would like to see more out of the freshmen, especially as we were talking about Kaiser Gondrzik connecting on some more shots. She has 2 points, but she's 1 for 5. And I think that as time goes on, she's going to start to get more comfortable out there. And it's going to be important for her to become a scorer for the Wolverines, because we saw last year some nights Flaherty wasn't hitting it, or at the end of the games they couldn't get her the ball because obviously defenses honed in on her. So it'll be good that they'll have another option to shoot the long ball at the end of the game. So Kaiser needs to, get comfortable out there, which she will. Also, I think a great off the bench so far this game has been Boogie Brzezowski. A lot of energy for the Wolverines. She has 4 points, but also just on the defensive end, she brings the intensity. We see she had a steal and a couple almost steals. So it's just that intensity that KVA is always looking for on the defensive end, and it's something that they need to continue to work on. And I don't know if we'll quite see the results until they start playing in some Big Ten competition, but this is the place to start.
Some halftime stats for you. Michigan, 16 of 32 from the field. Wayne State, 8 of 30. So that field goal defense that Michigan has worked on throughout the offseason coming to fruition, at least in this affair. Michigan, 6 of 12 from behind the arc. Wayne State, 1 of 8. Michigan with 6 turnovers to Wayne State's 12. Michigan scored 17 points off turnovers. Wayne State only 3. You may hear the band in the background playing Sir Duke, but the band is not only enlivened the crowd today, they've also seemed to have an impact on Wayne State's offensive possessions. Now, Emily, you've been working as an assistant with the team over the course of this offseason. Is awareness of the shot clock something that players ever practice or work on during practice, or is that just something they're expected to pick up?
Well, it's definitely something that they need to be aware of. And during practice, there are certain drills where, they have like 20 seconds left on the clock and they're down by 2 or they're up by 2. So clock awareness is very important. And, coach will get upset if they don't know what the time on the clock is. But I think that's something that comes with time and comes with the season. You just kind of have a feeling of what the clock is. And I think Wayne State, once they get into the season, hopefully other bands don't confuse them as much.
I got to say, I think it's going to be something that will continue because having attended a lot of women's basketball games last year,
the band likes to do that.
They're mischievous. I would think that they might show some pity later on, but also they may do it for their own sake as well as for the sake of the Michigan team. We're almost ready to get going. Michigan going from left to right, rocking their all-white duds against Wayne State's all-green with gold numbers. On the court for the Wolverines to start the second half, Sierra Thompson, Caitlin Flaherty, Jillian Dunstan, Danielle Williams, and Hallie Thome. Wayne State, led by head coach Carrie Lohr, yet to show off their lineup to start the second. Looks like it will be Wayne State starting with the ball. Asia Meeks out there along with Sarah Roostorfer. Janae Williams, who was 0 of 7 from the field, Natasha Chambers, and rounding it out, Christina Green, if I'm not mistaken. It'll be Rue Storfer starting things off, sending it up to Meeks across the timeline. She's guarded by Jillian Dunstan out near half court. Meeks up top it goes, driving into the paint is Green, finishes through contact and the foul.
She was able to get past Hallie Thome on that one. Hallie Thome needs to stay in front of her man, keep her arms straight up. Coaches get frustrated when she has these little fouls that, you know, if you're going to foul hard. Don't let her get the basket.
A little more physicality required. I thought it might have even been Williams who raked across the arms of Green as she came through the paint on help defense. Green knocks down the free throw. Now it's Thompson going the other way, driving hard to her right, dishes it out to Williams. Up top it goes to Dunstan. Hesitation dribble, hands it off to Flaherty. Hesitates into the lane, tries a runner, rejected inside by Meeks, and now Wayne State goes the other way. It's Rue Storfer out on the left wing. Gives it over to Meeks on the right side near the top of the key. She's guarded by Thome. Over it goes to Natasha Chambers. Dribble handoff, and in the corner. It's knocked away from Janae Williams. Wayne State maintains possession. 15 seconds on the shot clock there. They'll inbound near the right corner in front of the floor seats. It'll be Chambers. Bounce pass inside to Rustorfer. Floater with the right hand. No good. But a blocking foul on the floor, it appears, charged to the Wolverines. That was a wide open layup for Rustorfer, but she appeared off balance, and I think it will be a loose ball foul on Wayne State on the rebound.
Yeah, and that bailed out Danielle Williams, who wasn't there for the help defense. Wide open layup for Wayne State, and then she didn't block out for the defensive board. So really, Wayne State bailed out the Wolverines defense.
Hard to really blame her, though. An open look like that, you'd expect Rustorfer to knock it down. In any case, it's Thompson crossing the timeline, guarded closely by Rustorfer. She swings over to Flaherty on the left wing. Back up top it goes to Williams, waiting for runners off of cuts. Swings to Flaherty, high pass on the left wing. She catches, looking for Thome, gets a screen, pulls up for three, blocked, and going the other way is Chambers. She hasn't knocked away, but it's picked up by Green. Back out to Chambers, right corner. Shot fake, drives hard into the lane, draws contact. Misses the shot, but she will go to the line for 2 free throws. And Wayne State appears to have flipped the script a little, at least early here in the second half.
Right there, we see Jillian Dunstan get called for the foul, and she thought about taking the charge, but she wasn't completely there. And that's something the Wolverines work on defense at practice. On defense is taking those charges, putting your body in the right place, and sacrificing it. And so Jillian Dunstan is one of the better Wolverines at taking a charge. So we'll see her do that this season.
And Chambers knocks down her first free throw. Her second up on the way, nothing but net. Michigan looking to push the pace off of the made basket. Thompson crossing over back and forth, guarded by Rustorfer, dumps it off to Dunstan. Over to Flaherty on the left wing. Flaherty driving with the right hand, back outside to Thompson on the right side, drives, finishes through contact, no, but draws a foul. It's Sierra Thompson driving hard to the right hand into traffic, and she will go to the line for 2 free throws herself.
Thompson's been strong on everything but scoring today. She has 3 points for 1 for 3 shooting, but she has 5 rebounds and 7 assists.
Rattles home the first free throw.
Sierra Thompson, the silent leader of the Wolverines.
How many leaders they got? They got the silent leader in Thompson, the vocal leader in Backman. Any other leaders to account for? She knocks down the second free throw.
Jillian Dunstan is another vocal leader, but Thompson doesn't say a whole lot, but she does lead by example.
I guess it's better to have more leaders than fewer. It's Natasha Chambers, guarded by Flaherty, top of the key, hits Peyton Berkmeyer, cutting baseline, swings it all the way out to the top of the key. Pass swung around, long 2, no good from Asia Meeks, but the rebound swept up and put in by Janae Williams for her first bucket of the game. 48-27 the score, 8:06 to go here in the third quarter. Sierra Thompson up top to Dunstan, fakes a pass, pulls up from just inside the free throw line and knocks down the jumper. Wayne State not respecting the range of Jillian Dunstan. Now it'll be Rustorfer. Finds Chambers on the back cut, pass fake, throws up a wild try over Thome. catches nothing but air. Thome might have gotten a piece of it. Dunston pulls down the rebound. Slowly up the court she goes. Now driving hard past Berkmeyer, flips it up and in. Jillian Dunston scoring the last 4 Michigan points, and head coach Carrie Lohr has seen enough. She calls timeout from the Wayne State sideline. 52-27, the Wolverines with the lead, 7:36 to go here in the third quarter on WCBN FM Ann Arbor's broadcast of Michigan versus Wayne State. This exhibition game brought to you in part by the Daily Sports Report. You can listen to us Monday through Thursday, 6 to 6:30 on 88.3 WCBN FM Ann Arbor, or you can listen in online at WCBN.org if you're not in the area or you don't possess a radio. Radio, bit of a dying medium nowadays, so that would be understandable if you had to resort to the internet. How are we going to make it, Emily, when people don't listen to radio anymore?
I know. The only time is in your car when you have that radio. But they also, WCBN has an app, so download that. It's, a little inconsistent sometimes, but
I'd expect nothing less.
It does the job.
Yeah, I'll have to give that a look. I haven't even been pimping it on our broadcast because I didn't know it existed, but certainly another way to follow WCBN Sports, the student radio voice of Michigan athletics. Michigan up 52-27. Wayne State has shown some fight here in the third quarter. Their most consistent scorer on the day, though, Christina Green, in some foul trouble. She's been benched. She's got 4 fouls today. It is an exhibition game, so I wouldn't be, flabbergasted if they allowed her to stay in after 5 fouls, but you kind of get the feeling they're trying to conduct this like a regular season affair, so Carrie Lohr is going to have to manage the minutes of a player who has been her star player throughout this game today.
And for the Wolverines, Jillian Dunston has been, having a strong performance, which Coach Kim Barnes-Zarico will like. She has 9 rebounds already, and so she's going to be the Wolverines' leading rebounder. And interesting, Hallie Thome only has 1 rebound, so we'll see what happens there.
You think the players are going to give each other any crap about that in practice?
I don't know if the players will, but the coaches are always looking at their stat sheets, letting the players know where they stand on the rebounding and scoring lists.
It'll be Wayne State inbounding from their own half. Michigan with a trap going. It's Berkmeyer over to Rustorfer. Now inside goes Williams. Banks a layup off the backboard and rim, no good. Michigan pulls down the rebound. It's Kaiser Gondrzik up ahead to Thompson. Almost fumbled the pass. Now steps back for a long 2 from the right corner. Knocks it down. A pure jumper from the right arm of Sierra Thompson. Now Rustorfer up ahead to Peyton Berkmeyer. Guarded out near half court by Jillian Dunston. Active hands, active feet, denying Berkmeyer any lane back toward the lane. It's now spinning into the lane. It's Williams. Air ball. Rebound pulled down by Dunston, who takes her time. Spins on her. Nice move to get away from Janae Williams. Now pass down low to Thome. Good composure to find Dunston at the left elbow, and she knocks down the jumper. Thome drew the double team and found the open player.
6 quick points for Jillian Dunston.
Now it'll be Sarah Rustorfer trying to get across the timeline. Harassed there by Thompson. Bad pass, but a foul as Kaiser Gondrzik going for the loose ball pretty much tossed Janae Williams to the court.
And the ref tangled up in that a little bit too.
Just awkward play all around on that one. So it'll be Wayne State inbounding near half court. Peyton Berkmeyer looking for open teammates as Paige Villemure checks into the game for the Warriors. Checking in for the Wolverines, Akinray Johnson, her first action of the day. It's inbounded to Deasia Hill. She swings it back over to Peyton Berkmeyer. Looking for some cutters, dumps it in to Natasha Chambers. Out to Villemure, open jumper from the right wing, knocks it down. Villemure 3 for 3 from the field. She's got 7, and Wayne State has 29 on the game. They trail 56-29. Sarah Thompson out guarded by Deasia Hill, swings it over to Johnson. Now to Flaherty in the left corner, gets a screen from Thome. Dumps it down low to a wide open Thome. Finishes with the left hand. good pick and roll between the two Michigan players. It'll be Deasia Hill bringing it back the other way for Wayne State. Passes to Vilmuir, who's harassed by a Kenray Johnson near the timeline. Dribble handoff over to Janae Williams. Crosses over, driving hard into Kaiser Gondrzik, and an offensive foul called on Williams. Used that off arm to kind of shove Gondrzik away from her as she tried to create space inside. Good defensive positioning by the freshman. So now going the other way are the Wolverines. Sierra Thompson, guarded by Hill. Over to Flaherty on the left wing, given plenty of space. Up top it goes to Thome. Now over to Gondrzik on the right side. Back up top to Thompson. Wide open look from the break for three. It's good. Sierra Thompson has found her stroke here in the second half. 5:04 to go in the third quarter. Michigan on another tear. It's Vilmuir. Tough pass, just gets it to Williams near the Wayne State bench. Tries to find a cutter. It's tipped and knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Thompson in her own backcourt. Flips it up ahead to Flaherty on the left side. Hesitation. Dribbles to her right, steps back outside, and dumps it off to Kaiser. Pump fake, drives into the teeth of the defense, tries to feather it through to Johnson. She corrals the loose ball, goes up strong, no good, gets her own rebound, goes up again, and draws the foul. Kenray Johnson, not the smoothest inside there, but worked hard, toughed it out, and she will take a couple shots at the free throw line when we get back underway after the media timeout. 4:34 to go here in the third quarter. Michigan leads 61-29 over the Wayne State Warriors. And some more foul trouble as Janae Williams has not had a great game for herself. 1 for 10 from the field, and now 4 fouls to go with 5 turnovers for the Wayne State guard.
And on that last play, I liked what Kaiser did at the beginning of it. Pump fake for the three, drive the basket, but the pressure got to her a little bit. She tried to drop it off to Kenray Johnson. The pass was a little sloppy, but I like the thought behind all of it. And the fact that Kaiser, who is a scorer first, is now, looking to pass to this Wolverines team. And now it looks like in the stands we have Madison Rostovsky and Abby Cole, who will be joining the Wolverines after volleyball season.
Yeah, Abby Cole will be joining as a center, and Rostovsky will be joining as an analyst and possibly play-by-play commentator for the student radio voice of Michigan WCBN. Yeah, we're going to have an alum, an ex-Michigan player, calling some of our games this year.
The winningest player in Michigan women's basketball history.
Now, that would be total wins, not win percentage, correct? Or do we know if it's both?
I know for sure it's total wins, but
I guess we'll have to ask if she qualifies for the other one as well. Either way, looking forward to working with her throughout this season. It's going to be a rather short media timeout as we get back underway. It's Flaherty, Boogie Brzezowski, Kaiser Gondrzik. Looks like a Kenray Johnson and Hallie Thome out there on the court for the Wolverines. Michigan has been pushing the pace a lot throughout this game. Who would you say is the fastest player on this Michigan team?
I would definitely say it's Boogie Brzezowski. She's always, the first one when they're running sprints, and she's just all over the place. But there are some other fast ones out there too. I mean, Nicole Munger for her size is pretty quick, along with Sierra Thompson. So some speed for the Wolverines.
Plenty of athletes, but yeah, judging by what I'd seen, I would have to side with you on that. Flaherty has outpaced Wayne State on the break a couple times today, but she's more of an all-around player than a speedster the way Brzezowski is. Johnson knocks down her first free throw for her first point in game action in Chrysler. Can't call them her first career points because regular season hasn't started yet. It's a good start, though. Second free throw off front rim, no good. Rebound hauled in by Caitlin Flaherty. She dishes it over to Kaiser Gondrzik. Crossing over at the top of the key near Vilmuir. Hands it off to Brzezowski. Back over to Kaiser. Left space on the left wing. Three-pointer off front rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Warriors. Going the other way, it's Alex Mattis. Long pass up ahead, finds Natasha Chambers. Back outside it goes. They swing it around. Back to Mattis in the right wing. Guarded by Caitlin Flaherty. Waiting for her cutter. Steps back for three. Contested, no good. Pushing the paces, Flaherty. Brzezowski finds her off the rebound. Up and in it goes. Caitlin Flaherty leaks out in transition, and Brzezowski found her on the break. Wayne State looking to break another scoring drought. This one's extended around 2 minutes. It's Vilmure, top of the key. Gives it up to Deasia Hill. Hill gets a screen from Jessica Murphy, bounces it over to her. Murphy struggles to handle the pass, tries to cross over Brzezowski. Met by a double team. Brzezowski comes up with a loose ball, bounces it up ahead to Flaherty. Flaherty finds Kaiser, steps in, lefty layup is good. Michigan converts in transition. Smart passing from Flaherty and a tough finish from the freshman. Michigan now leads 66-29 over the Warriors as Murphy finds Chambers on the backdoor cut, reverse layup up, hangs on the rim, no good. Rebound tapped up and finally corralled by Hallie Thome. Now it's Caitlin Flaherty pushing the pace. Hesitation, drives, right hand, no good. Draws a foul near the rim though. That one going to be called on Natasha Chambers, I believe. If that is on her, it's going to be her third foul of the game. More foul trouble for the Warriors.
And Caitlin Flaherty, a shooter first, but that hesitation dribble of hers can help her get to the basket.
You ever have to defend that? You ever defend any of these players when you're working as an assistant?
I think it would be pretty ugly if I was out there defending Caitlin Flaherty.
I don't think my ankles would ever be the same.
No.
She knocks down her first free throw and knocks down her second. Flaherty now 5 of 6 from the line on the game. Nicole Munger had a sweet stroke in the first half. She checks back into the game. Also checking in for the Wolverines is Kiesha Pierce. Pierce, one of the few freshmen to have not seen action so far today. Well, now she's out there on the Chrysler Court. It'll be Deasia Hill pushing things for Wayne State. Back up top, it goes to Vilmure. She swings to the left wing to Mattis. Mattis driving on Munger, crosses over, lost the ball, picks it back up. Harassed, over to Vilmure, backing down Munger outside the arc. Vilmure dribble, handoff to Chambers, drives through the lane, has it poked away, and now going the other way is a Kenray Johnson. Over to Brzezowski, back to Johnson, righty layup, no good. Great passing, loose ball off the rebound, still yet to be picked up in a jump ball tied up between Deasia Hill and Kiesha Pierce. It's an Asian battle, if you want to put it that way. Jump ball in favor of the Wolverines. Between Deasia and Kiesha.
But that's the type of hustle that KBA is going to be looking for out of her freshmen. Get on the floor, grab that ball.
That was a really nice pass by Boogie Brzezowski, pushing the pace and almost didn't even catch the ball but before propelling it back to Kenray Johnson on the fast break. Johnson, probably should have finished it, but in the end, did enough to force a jump ball and maintain possession for the Wolverines. Michigan leads 68-29, 2:33 to go here in the third period as we're paused for another timeout. When we resume, Michigan will be inbounding from the baseline, a fresh shot clock. The crowd, well, as good as it is for a lot of regular season games during this exhibition game for the Wolverines, the fans obviously out here want to support their team as they get things going this 2016-2017 slate. That'll be Brzezowski from under her own rim. Finds Kaiser Gondrzik, fumbles with the pass, but picks it up on the right wing. Gondrzik guarded, drives into the paint, puts up the righty layup. Yes, are they going to give her continuation? Hard to tell. I don't think they are. I think it's going to be a reach-in foul before the shot. So it'll be 2 free throws for Kaiser Gondrzik, followed by Liza Torgerson. First free throw up, rattles out for the freshman. What do you think of continuation, Emily? I know it's kind of a loaded question, but they call it differently in college
the
versus the
NBA.
pros. Yes.
Yeah, in the NBA it gets a little ridiculous. You pick up your dribble at half court and someone fouls you. You get to the basket, it's continuation.
Yeah, now Michigan going with a 2-3 zone. I guess you didn't really say how you felt, but you kind of revealed it in your remarks. Wayne State passing the ball back and forth at Torgerson on the left wing. Back up top, quick feed into Kiri Tymire. Back up top it goes to Deasia Hill. Over to Natasha Chambers, dribbling toward the top of the key. 5 seconds on the shot clock. They're still passing the ball around. Torgerson just gets a shot up before the shot clock expires, but it finds not rim nor backboard nor even the net. An air ball. Brzezowski forces the miss, and Michigan takes over. Brzezowski across half court, hounded by Hill. Swings to the right wing to Nicole Munger. Up top it goes to Johnson. To the left wing to Gondrzik. Up top to Brzezowski. Open three from the right wing. Short, no good. Munger yanks in the rebound. Pulls up for an open 2-point jumper. Very close to the paint. She knocks it down. Munger yet to miss. Has been really good in this game. A couple of fans heading for the exits here. Can't blame them. This one well out of reach. 71-29 Michigan. Quick passing Michigan maintaining the 2-3 zone. It's Chambers at the top of the key over to Hill on the right wing. Back up top to Natasha Chambers. Thought about a three. Pulls it down over to Torgerson on the left wing. Back up top to Chambers. Back to Torgerson. Pulls for three. Off back rim, no good. Brzezowski fields the rebound. Spins through some contact. Finds a Kenray Johnson running the floor on the left side. Lays it up and lays it in.
And Boogie's passing in transition has been amazing tonight.
You wouldn't think that the shortest player on the court would have the best vision, but Brzezowski sees through the traffic and finds her teammates. Wayne State another turnover. A pass from Hill down low looking for Tilmuir. Couldn't find her off her hands. Wayne State has not played their best half of basketball, has not played their best 3 quarters today. That'll be a Kenray Johnson inbounding to Boogie Brzezowski. 37 seconds to go in the half, 25 on the shot clock. It's Munger guarded closely on the right wing. Back up top it goes to Brzezowski. Hill shading her toward her left hand. She'll instead pass to the left side to Munger. Bounces it over to a Kenray Johnson. Steps back, long 2-point jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down with one hand by Munger. Trying to balance near the baseline, but in the end, was a timeout called there, or did she lose her footing? I think the ref's granting a timeout to the Wolverines, so a very heady play from Nicole Munger to preserve possession.
Yeah, she was stumbling out of bounds. A little pushing, but a good, like you said, good play by Munger, called a timeout.
Munger's got 4 rebounds on the game, 3 of those coming on the offensive end. And that one she pulled down a la Ben Wallace, yanked it with one hand and somehow tiptoed along the baseline and maintained possession. Munger, one of 2 Wolverines yet to miss today, the other Danielle Williams. But Munger, 4 for 4 from the field. The degree of difficulty has been pretty high. It'll be Munger inbounding from the baseline. 19 seconds to go on the game clock for the 3rd quarter. The shot clock turned off. Nicole Munger fakes the pass. Outlets to Brzezowski on the left wing. She dribbles toward the top of the key. Over to Johnson. Now to Munger on the left wing. Waiting for players to flash open. Cross-court pass finds Kaiser Gondrzik. 5 seconds on the clock. Gondrzik gets a screen. Dribbling toward her left. Back outside to Munger. Dribble. Pulls up for a long 2 at the buzzer. Off the back rim. No good. Michigan didn't get a lot of action on offense. Not a lot of motion, but Munger did the best she could and almost knocked it down. So we head into the 4th quarter. Michigan leading 73-29 on WCBN FM Ann Arbor's broadcast of Michigan women's basketball.
And I'd like to point out that Kaiser Gondrzik is almost leading the team in minutes. She has 21 minutes right now. The leader in that would be Hallie Thome with 22. But it's good to see KBA putting her freshman out there and letting her get some experience before the first regular season game versus Oakland.
And with this exhibition being so close to the beginning of the regular season, you would think that would portend, significant minutes for the freshman in this Michigan rotation. Maybe not a starting lineup position just yet, but she'll definitely be in a bit of a 6th man or 7th player role coming off the bench for the Wolverines if she doesn't start.
And it's also interesting, after a great start by Maria Backman, she's only played 6 minutes and we haven't seen her in a while, but she did start out quick with 4 points and 4 aggressive rebounds.
Maybe Kim Barnes-Arico has seen enough out of her and wants to keep her healthy for the regular season. That's the working hypothesis. Now, I don't see Maria Backman on the bench right now. It looks like she is wearing a pullover, so she's not in uniform. Maybe she's not going to play the second half. She definitely won't be one of the first few players off the bench if she doesn't put on her uniform. Almost ready to start this 4th quarter. Michigan again, up 73-29. They've got one timeout remaining. Wayne State 2 left. I guess we'll do another statistical update while we can. Michigan, 26 of 50 from the field. Wayne State, 11 for 41, but that does not tell the whole story. It's more lopsided than that. Wayne State, 18 turnovers. Michigan, only 6. I don't think they committed a turnover there in that third quarter.
One number that Coach Rico will not like, though, is the foul shot percentage. Right now, 61%. Something that the Wolverines need to improve, but they did have weaker shooters at the line, so that's one reason for that.
Peyton Berkmeyer inbounds for the Wayne State Warriors to Christina Green, playing with 4 fouls. Gets it up top to Deasia Hill. Hill guarded by Thompson, swings it over to Berkmeyer on the left wing. Berkmeyer over to Green. Stutter step, drives into the lane. Tough lefty layup, no good. Rebound yanked down by Thome. And now the Wolverines pushing the pace. Long pass up ahead to Flaherty. Inside to Dunston. Pump fake finishes with the right hand over Green, who had to avoid challenging too aggressively for fear of fouling out. It's a heady play there by Dunston. Could have gone up first time, but avoided the shot block. Now Wayne State working against a 2-3 zone for the Wolverines. They're passing it around. They find Deasia Hill, top of the key. Jumper knocks it down inside the arc. It's a long 2 for the Warriors. Now Sierra Thompson goes the other way, guarded by Deasia Hill. Taking her time, bounces it to Flaherty, just outside the left elbow. Back up top it goes to Danielle Williams. Williams dribbles, swings it over to Flaherty on the left side. Flaherty gets a screen up top from Dunston. 6 seconds on the shot clock. One-handed pass, swings over to Dunston. Back up top, Flaherty, open 3, top of the break. Rattles out, no good. Dunston taps the rebound to herself, however. Now finds Thompson wide open for 3. Top of the key. Rattles around, no good. Thome corrals the offensive rebound. Finds Flaherty. Penetrates into the lane. Pulls it back out to Sierra Thompson. And with a fresh shot clock, she'll take her time. Thompson working on Deasia Hill. Over to Jillian Dunston. Swings it to Flaherty on the left wing. Pulls the trigger. Long 2, no good. Rebound fought for. Finally pulled down by the Warriors as Berkmeyer taps it over to Deasia Hill. Hill up ahead to Alex Mattis, back up top to Hill on the right side of the Michigan M logo near half court. Hill over to Berkmeyer near the top of the key. Finds Mattis cutting off a screen at the left elbow, dribbles it back behind the arc, pulls for 3 and knocks it down. No hesitation from Alex Mattis. Drained it over Sierra Thompson. Wayne State down 75-34. Thome reverse layup with the left hand. Yes, ma'am. Knocks it down, 77-34, Michigan with the lead. Wayne State pushing the pace. Berkmeyer thought about a shot. They swing it over to Mattis, and now Michigan contesting with more intensity beyond the arc from Mattis. As Janae Hill wildly charges into the lane, throws up a shot, no good, off backboard and nothing else. Dunston the rebound for the Wolverines. Stops in the face of some pressure. Now the ball swung up ahead to Flaherty. Drives into the lane. Easy layup up and in as Hallie Thome did her best to seal off Peyton Berkmeyer, who was going to be there for the shot block otherwise.
And Wayne State, besides her, they were just a little lost on that transition defense. But on a couple plays ago, Dunston flew in for the rebound, and she now has 12 on the night and 8 points, almost a double-double in this exhibition game.
I made one comment in the first quarter about how she was a little outsized down low by the Wayne State bigs. And, she's leading the game in rebounds. She's been a monster on both ends on the boards.
Yeah, Jillian Dunston, not the tallest, but she is very, very aggressive, and she gets out there and plays hard. And that's why she led the Wolverines in rebounds last year.
Well, if today's game is any indication, looks like she'll do it again. She has more than double any other player's rebound total in this game. The leading rebounder for Wayne State, Peyton Berkmeyer, with 5 to go along with 3 assists and 0 points. Your leading scorer on the day is Caitlin Flaherty. She's 5 of 12 from the field, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc, and 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Also in double figures for the Maize and Blue, Nicole Munger, whose lone miss was a long contested off the dribble 2 at the end of the third quarter. And Sierra Thompson, who now has 10 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 7 assists. On the other side, Christina Green leading things for the Wayne State Warriors. She's 4 of 6 from the field for 9 points. Paige Billmuir, 3 of 3 from the field with 7 points for the Warriors. That going along with no rebounds and no assists. Other than that, a pretty ugly scoring picture for the Wayne State Warriors.
You know, one thing I noticed before this game, though, Wayne State does have a lot of transfer students, especially from D2 schools. So, you know, they're getting used to this level of play, and it's a learning experience for them. But, you know, it's not fun to be beat by 39-34, but at least they're getting their first time out there as, you know, Division I basketball play.
Now, the women's basketball Twitter account just tweeted that UM takes a 79-4 lead. It's not that bad, but it has been pretty close. It'll be Wayne State inbounding from underneath their own basket. It's to Deasia Hill. Hill across the timeline, guarded closely by Sierra Thompson, drives hard with the right hand into traffic. It's a foul called on Hallie Thome as she shifted over and made contact with the body of Deasia Hill. She'll go to the line for a couple free throws.
Again, that's something Thome's going to have to work on. Defense down low, and if she's going to get there, she needs to get there quick and try to take the charge. But that's something you don't see often from Hallie Thome. I mean, that's a long way to fall at 6'5", but she does need to, you know, start to sacrifice her body.
First free throw up and good. The second one also good. And, you know, either you got to be in that position taking the charge early, or you have to be avoiding the contact and just blocking the shots with that 6'5" frame. At the other end, it's Munger on the left wing for the Wolverines. Cross-court skip pass finds Thompson. Her three-point attempt is blocked, but a foul called on Deasia Hill as she flew out to contest that three-point jumper. So it'll be 3 free throws for Sierra Thompson, the senior, who will go down in the record books in plenty of places for this Michigan basketball program by the time her day is done.
By the end, she'll probably be the leader in minutes, assists, and three-pointers.
Thompson knocks down the first free throw, and Michigan has crossed the 80-point threshold. 6:53 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thompson knocks down the second as well. The score now 81-36 in favor of the Wolverines. Thompson trying to go perfect from the line. She will not. It rails off back rim and out, and Maria Backman is in on the offensive rebound. She outlets to Thompson, back over to Backman on the right side. Up top it goes to Flaherty. Pump fake, swings over to Munger in the left wing, but it's deflected out of play by Alex Mattis. Good hands in the passing lanes. So Michigan will be forced to inbound across the court from their bench on the left wing. 21 seconds to go on the shot clock. Munger gets it in Thompson. Thompson directing traffic. Behind the back dribble, working on Deasia Hill. Dumps it down low to Hallie Thome. Takes a couple dribbles along the baseline. Swings to Flaherty in the right corner. Three-pointer no good. Rebound yanked down by Green. Green hands it off to Deasia Hill. Hill across the timeline, guarded by Munger across half court. Over to Asia Meeks. Swings a long skip pass into the right corner to Mattis. Dribbles up toward the top. Her bounce pass down low, deflected out of play. It's Maria Backman again guarding Christina Green, Wayne State's leading scorer.
That's something Maria Backman's been working on, is trying to front that post player, and it was good defense by her.
Pass out toward half court, nearly intercepted by Sierra Thompson. Deflected out of bounds yet again. 13 seconds on the shot clock, 6:11 to go in this game. It'll be Janae Williams inbounding to Hill, who leaps across the timeline into the backcourt, catches the pass, 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Meeks bounce pass inside, deflected out of play again off of Nicole Munger this time, guarding Janae Williams as she cut along the baseline. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Williams inbounding from the baseline. Finds Mattis, fires for three, air ball. It bounces out of bounds, and with 1 second left on the shot clock, Wayne State avoids the shot clock violation by turning it over via the air ball. So Michigan going the other way. It's Sierra Thompson behind the back dribble. Draws a foul on Deasia Hill. A little too physical in her defense on Sierra Thompson.
And you can see the frustration on Deasia Hill's face. She has 2 quick fouls, and It's been a rough night for her.
It's been a rough night for that whole team. Munger with it, top of the key, gets a screen on her right from Backman. Turns it down, crosses over, gives it back out to Flaherty. Flaherty on the left wing, waiting for a screen from Backman, cuts to her right, swings to Thompson, drives into the paint, lobs it up for Thome. Lefty layup is good. Great job by Thompson, got by her man, into the paint, drew the post defender, and dumped it down to Thome for an easy finish.
Despite a slow start by Thome, she now has 11 points.
It's Deasia Hill swinging over to Alex Mattis, well behind the arc, defended closely by Flaherty, pump fake, swings it into the right elbow, for Green. Pass back to Mattis, right wing, hard contest, pump fake, fires for three, no good. Rebound pulled down by Thome. Flaherty pushing the pace, 2-on-2 break for Michigan. Flaherty into the paint, lefty layup off balance, no. Thome flies in trying to pull down the rebound, but the ball deflects out of play off of Hallie Thome, and that's going to bring us into what should be our final media timeout of the game. Perhaps not. 4:56 to go in the fourth quarter, and we're just going to skip that. It'll be Vielmuir inbounding to, I think, Deasia Hill down at the other end of the court. A couple of substitutions made. Kaiser Gondrzik and Boogie Brzezowski in the game for the Wolverines. Alex Mattis back up top to Hill, over to Williams on the left wing. Michigan back in their 2-3 zone. Mattis thought about a shot. Skip pass deflected, picked up by Hill, driving into the paint, swings it back out to Mattis from the right wing, fires for three, but her heel was on the sideline. She goes out of bounds, the ball to Michigan. Another substitution made. Natasha Chambers checks in. Janae Williams checks out. It's inbounded from Backman to Brzezowski, who crosses the timeline with little pressure. Now guarded by Deasia Hill, bodies her off. Back up top, it goes to Munger. Munger over to Brzezowski, gets a screen from Thome. Brzezowski lobs it down low to Thome, but that was an errant pass, a rare one from Boogie Brzezowski, but Thome didn't have a chance at that one.
It was a good thought, just too high for Thome.
So that'll be Michigan's 7th turnover of the game, their first of the second half. They lead 83-36 here in the fourth quarter, 4:14 to go in the game. Wayne State working against the zone defense of the Wolverines. It's Chambers back up top to Roosdorfer. They swing it around, open three from the left corner, no good. Rebound tapped to Brzezowski by Brzezowski. She tries to save it over her head, but she stepped on the sideline. Ball will remain with the Warriors. It'll be Natasha Chambers inbounding from the right corner. Her pass, an errant one, off the right hand of Roosdorfer, turned over. Nicole Munger going the other way. Dribble handoff to Kaiser Gondrzik, driving all the way to the hoop. Lefty layup, no. Rebound pulled down by Thome. She goes back up with it and draws a foul. It was Roosdorfer reaching over her back, catching some arm, and Thome will go to the free throw line for her third and fourth free throws of the game so far. Good work by Thome on the offensive glass. First free throw off back rim, off backboard, and no good. And again, as I mentioned earlier in the game, I'd like to see Thome utilize a little more patience down low when she gets the ball there. She's got the strength and she's got the size to power through contact. She doesn't need to rush it.
Exactly. On that last one, yeah, she just tossed it up really quickly, but she needs to collect and go up strong with the ball.
Michigan leads 84-36. Quick three on the other end by Mattis, no good. Rebound pulled in by Keasia Peace. Now going the other way is Brzezowski. Hands it off to Kaiser Gondrzik. Gondrzik guarded by Mattis. Back over to Brzezowski on the left wing. Tough entry pass, finds Backman. Swings it out to the right wing. Munger for three. Knocks it down. Nicole Munger on fire today. And it was set up by a great pass from Maria Backman through traffic. Chambers, up top it goes. Quick little dump off inside to Tymeyer. Misses her first try. Bowls over Backman and puts home the offensive rebound. Going the other way, it's Munger on the left wing. Up top it goes to Maria Backman. Over to Kaiser. Fires a three from the right wing. That one no good. Gondrzik yet to knock down a three-point try. Rebound, though, deflected off of the Warriors, and it will go to the Wolverines. Gondrzik, 2 of 9 from the field, 0 of 5 from behind the arc today. It'll be Brzezowski inbounding from beneath her own basket. beneath the Wayne State basket. She bounces over to Backman in the right corner. To Munger it goes, over to Brzezowski on the left wing. Gets a screen, cross-court pass, finds Kaiser Gondrzik on the right side. Up top to Backman, now to Brzezowski on the left wing. A lot of static players on this Michigan offensive possession. Brzezowski finds Munger on the left wing. Up top it goes to Gondrzik, tries another three, top of the break. That one no good. Munger flies in for the rebound and throws it out of bounds off of Kiri Tiemeyer. Great hustle play from Munger. Up 49 points, but still giving it her all. That was some quick math. I hope it was right. 87-38, Michigan leads.
And Kaiser 0 for 6 now from 3. She's got to make one soon.
Dumps it inside for Backman, and Backman goes up with the left hand, draws a foul. Fouled hard. And Wayne State continues to respect Gondrzik's desire to fire up the threes because they close out hard every time she catches behind the arc. Maybe the scouting report is just that thorough on her, or maybe it's just not great defense from the Warriors. Backman knocks down her first free throw. She's 3 for 3 from the charity stripe tonight, and Michigan takes a 50-point lead, 88-38. Backman takes 4 dribbles, tosses the ball in her hands, and knocks down her second free throw, 89-38, 2:28 to go here in the fourth quarter. It'll be Jessica Murphy back into the game for Wayne State. Natasha Chambers has probably seen her final action for the Warriors. It'll be Lindsay Mattis taking it across the timeline for the Warriors. Passes it to her twin sister, Alex. Over to Murphy on the right side. Back up top to Lindsay Mattis. To Murphy. Dumps it inside to Tiemeyer. Turns, spins. Lefty jump hook. No good. Rebound out of her hands. It trickles over to Kaiser Gondrzik. Bounce pass up ahead. Finds Brzezowski. Dumps it back to Backman. Got caught up in the air. Got deflected. Finds Munger open in the right wing for 3. No good. She gets her own rebound. Over to Brzezowski, back to Gondrzik, wide open for 3, and it's no good. Rebound fought for, pulled in by Kiesia Peace, and she draws a foul going up with the second chance. I guess it's more of a fourth chance for the Wolverines, really. Oh, I wanted Gondrzik to knock that one down.
She was wide open, maybe rushed it a little bit, and she probably wants that to go in too badly at this point.
First free throw up, rails around the rim, hit every part of the rim except, the bottom of it, no good. Munger checks out of the game for the Wolverines. As Kinrag Johnson back into the game for the Maize and Blue. The second free throw from Peace. Off back rim, no good. Rebound tapped around. Johnson fights for it and pulls it in. She outlets back to Kaiser Gondrzik. Up top it goes to Brzezowski. She'll hold. 21 seconds on the shot clock. 1:40 to go in the game. Kaiser Gondrzik. Up top it goes to Kenray Johnson. Back to Gondrzik on the left wing. Thought about a shot. Pulls it down. 10 seconds on the shot clock. She gets a screen from Backman. Crosses over into the lane. Her shot rejected. Michigan pulls it back. Brzezowski for 3 from the right wing. Boogie Brzezowski knocks it down on the dish from Kenray Johnson. Timeout on the floor. Michigan leads 92-38. A minute 23 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Guess the question now is, will the Wolverines reach 100 with 1:23 remaining? Kaiser trying to get to the basket, knocked down and unable to convert the layup, so still struggling offensively.
It'll be Mattis. Lindsay Mattis thought about a 3 from way behind the arc. Finds Alex Mattis. Across court it goes to Jessica Murphy on the left wing. Back up top, Lindsay Mattis. Over to Murphy to the left corner. It's, I think, Tilmuir for 3. No good. Rebound fought for on the floor. It was Kayla Robbins fighting for it, forcing a jump ball against Tiemeyer and Alex Mattis. Michigan takes over. It'll be Robbins inbounding to Brzezowski. A minute left here in the fourth quarter. Michigan with a monumental lead. Brzezowski to the right wing. Finds a Kenray Johnson. Back up top to Kayla Robbins. To the left wing it goes to Kaiser Gondrzik. Up top to Brzezowski. Back to Gondrzik. Left wing. Steps inside the arc. Pulls for a 2-point jumper. No good. Rebound fought for. Pulled down. Johnson with a try. No good. Peace fights for it. Puts it up and draws a foul. Kiesia Peace her, I think, third rebound of the game so far. She was 0 for 2 her last trip to the line. She'll get a second chance here.
Wolverines need to work on converting, those close shots, but it's good that they are out there scrapping for the rebounds.
Kiesia Peace bounces the ball 5 times. Her lefty free throw shot off the back right side rim and no good. Peace not at peace at the free throw line. She's 0 for 3. Bounces it 5 times again, twirls it in her hands and knocks it down. Peace 1 of 4 from the charity stripe. That's her first point of the game. 93-38 Michigan leads. Quick trigger 3 from Jessica Murphy on the other end. And it goes from the right wing. Wayne State surpasses 40 points. They trail 93-41. It's Kaiser Gondrzik now just inside the timeline. And a foul committed by Alex Mattis, a pretty lazy one reaching in on Gondrzik. And that's going to be Wayne State's 6th team foul, 5th or 6th, either way. It's going to send Gondrzik to the line for a couple free throws. Gondrzik misses the first. It rolls around the rim and out.
Now 1 for 5 from the line.
Gondrzik 1 for 5 from the line, 0 of 6 from behind the arc, and now she is 1 for 6 from the free throw line, but the rebound pulled down by Kayla Robbins, and Michigan's going to get to run out the clock. Brzezowski guarded closely by Lindsay Mattis, but it matters little to the Wolverines as they let time expire. A round of applause from the Chrysler crowd. Michigan's going to win this one 93-41 over the Wayne State Warriors. Emily, what does Michigan take away from this game heading into the regular season?
Overall, it was obviously a good game by the Wolverines. They had some offensive success as they were able to pass the ball well, especially from Boogie Brzezowski. And also the Wolverines out-rebounded Wayne State 53-28. But got to give that to the Wolverines having a height advantage, and also give it to Jillian Dunstan with 12 rebounds on the night. But something that Coach Kim Barnes-Rigo is not going to be happy about is the foul shot percentage. It was 56% for the game, and that's just not going to be acceptable going into Big Ten play. There are going to be times where the game comes down to the foul shots. So that's something I think they'll be working on at practice tomorrow.
Well, hopefully this is the last we see of those issues. That's going to do it for our broadcast today. We'll be back with you on November 11th for Michigan's season opener against the Oakland Grizzlies. In between that, we've got some more broadcasts for you. We're going to be calling the men's basketball exhibition versus whoever the heck they're playing tomorrow. I think it's Armstrong State. We'll be calling football this weekend for sure from the big house. So, sync that broadcast up with your TV. That's always a good time. You can catch us on the Daily Sports Report Monday through Thursday, 6 to 6:30, 88.3 WCBN FM Ann Arbor or WCBN.org. Did I miss anything?
And check out the app.
Check out the
WCBN app.
The WCBN app, without a doubt. Thanks for tuning into our broadcast. For Emily Herard, I'm Morris Fabry, wishing you a good night and a go blue.